So students, we have to begin with the qualitative measures of credit control, or it is also known as the selective measures of credit control. And I have told you that in your qualitative measures of measures of credit control, the central bank aims at controlling the flow and use of the credit or the money. Okay, and these are the 6 measures or methods, qualitative measures through which the central bank can control the flow and use of the credit or money in the economy. First is your regulation of consumer credit, regulation of margin requirement second, third, credit rationing, fourth, moral suasion, also known as moral persuasion, then direct action, fifth, and last is your publicity. We will discuss each of these measures individually. Your first one is regulation of consumer credit. We all know what consumer credit system is. In consumer credit system, the people, they borrow money from the banks, they borrow money from the different non-banking financial institutions, non-banking financial companies for purchasing different goods. Okay, for example, if we purchase costly mobile phones, expensive mobile phones, we purchase automobiles, bikes, scooties, cars, house. Okay, when we purchase these luxury items, so most of the people, especially in India, the medium class people, the middle class, they take loans from the commercial banks and they take loans from the non-banking financial corporations. Okay, so if the central bank wants more and more consumer credit to be given to different consumers, okay, what they can do, they can say to different commercial banks and the different non-banking financial companies to reduce the down payment. जब डाउन पेमेंट कम होगा तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग चीजें फाइनेंस करवाएंगे. ओके, क्योंकि उनको कम डाउन पेमेंट देना पड़ेगा. ओके, और या वो सेंट्रल बैंक बोल सकता है कि इंस्टॉलमेंट पेमेंट के टाइम पीरियड बढ़ा दीजिए या इंस्टॉलमेंट्स कम कर दीजिए, so that more and more people are motivated to purchase various goods. Okay, this is done in case of your recession, when the central bank wants more people to incur expenditure in the economy. Whereas if the central bank wants to absorb the credit, if they want to contract the credit in the economy, so they might tell the commercial banks, they might tell to different non-banking financial companies to increase the down payment and to increase the installment or to reduce the repayment timing of that loan, so that more and more people are demotivated. They are demotivated and they do not take much loans, or they do not finance much of the goods through loans. Okay, so this is your regulation of consumer credit, in which the central bank controls the hire purchase system. Okay, your purchase system is your HIRE, hire purchase system, which is related to the, in which first we have to pay some down payment and then some installments. It is your hire purchase system. So ये बहुत आजकल it is very ये बहुत चलता है, और ज्यादातर लोग जो अपनी गुड्स आजकल खरीद रहे हैं, स्पेशली जो लग्जरीज गुड्स हैं, लैपटॉप्स, मोबाइल फोन्स, कार्स, ACs, and your bikes and your scooties, all these things they are purchasing on hire purchase system only. Okay, they किसी कोई पर्टिकुलर बैंक से फाइनेंस करा लेते हैं, डाउन पेमेंट कर देते हैं, and they keep on paying the installment. The second is your regulation of margin requirement. Before explaining this measure, we should know what margin requirement is. What is margin requirement? See, whenever you take loan from any of the commercial bank, okay, whenever you ask any commercial bank to sanction some of the loans, okay, they do not sanction the loans without keeping any kind of security. They always demand for some security. That security can be your land papers or your factory papers or anything it can be. Okay, so whatever loan they are giving to you and whatever the value of your security is, The difference between that is your margin requirement. For example, you are taking loan of 10 lakh rupees. Okay, and for that you have to keep the security of 13 lakh rupees. That means what will be your margin requirement? 3 lakh rupees. 3 lakh rupees would be your margin requirement. So how the central bank can adjust this margin requirement to increase the flow of the credit in the economy? If they increase the margin requirement, that if they say that for 10 lakh rupees, 10 lakh loan, we want 15 lakh as a security. That means the margin requirement has been increased. Now it is 5